Oh, well then. Looks like we're getting straight back to business. Hold on one second, I've got one thing. Just to stop some of the noise getting in. Because I nearly forgot that just then. Oi minute and welcome, my name is Yuusha Anime and welcome back to Princess Evangile. Now, one thing you might notice about me in my face cam, I have got a light now. So now you can see me in my full blown glory. It's going to take some getting used to though, because it is very, very bright. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shine it off to that direction so that my eyes don't hurt too much. But we're going to jump straight back into Princess Evangile. I think this is going to be the final part with Le Mignon Poupée. And I keep forgetting Konomi, there we go, sorry. It's been about a week since I've done this. Go easy on me. So guys, ikimashouka. I'm being watched. Who else is watching me? You need something? Do you need something? Next thing I knew, my usual group of friends were staring at me from the doorway, starting with Dise-san. What are you doing? She shot me a subtly uncomfortable smile and walked into the room. Okay, huh? What I'm doing? My plain reply made her eyes go wide. Right, okay. I hadn't even realized I was doing that. Okay, that makes sense. I'm just freaking out while waiting for Konomi-chan to report back, so I started pacing. The moment I jumped back in, Ayaka, you are dangerous. Huh? I am nothing like that, thank you very much. What are you talking about? Obviously, that's not it. Yeah. She's gonna win. Mm-hmm. Ah, because it only happened that once? I guess so, yeah. Admittedly, it's strange that he just picked it up out of nowhere. I'm not even going to bother trying to challenge that. Well, there's not really a reason for it. Maybe. Not that one.
冗談じゃなかったの？
妊娠というのは遠い未来の話。要するに、まさやくん、好みのことが好きなの？
That is not what it means. Oh yeah, I need to get my new I need to sort out some new headphones at some point because the sound keeps cutting out, and if it does in the video, I'm so sorry, but there's nothing I can do about it. It shouldn't, but I hope it doesn't. And then it goes there. Where did that come from all of a sudden?
急なのはまさやくんの行動の方でしょ？
Yeah. Jots.
そういう気持ちがあるからわざわざ往復1時間もかけて合宿所に通っていたのかななんて思っていたんだけどね。
It's not that far.
言い訳言わなくてもいいじゃない。
Well.
あら、なんだか随分と真剣なのね。じゃあ本当に。
No. I'm not sure yet. Konomi-chan's a nice girl, but in any event, I didn't feel that way at first when I initially joined the Naginata Club. That's the truth.
最初はね。
Uh-oh.
じゃ、今は？
My mind's telling me.
あらあら、本当に真剣なのね。まあいいことだとは思うけど、まさやくんだっていつかは一人に決めないといけないわけだし、だったらあんまり遅いよりはね。
We need to be careful. Yeah.
本当に真剣な様子です。こんなことなら私も合宿をすればよかった。
Oh, Marika.
言ってるそばから惑わしてくるわね。
She's not trying to hide it. Nope, she's not hiding it.
でも本当に本気なのですか？その好みは一番仲のいい後輩ですから、だから
Oh,
気になるんですが。
that's actually... That makes sense. It makes sense for Litsuko to be concerned. Yeah. When I was staying at the lodge, Konomi time was always on my mind. That is the truth.
そうですか。わかりました。
Oh. I jumped a bit more than I probably should have when a phone call suddenly rang out during our serious discussion.
好みから？
Looks like it. Hello? Did you win? Oh, that's adorable. Hold on, is this in one ear or the other? Hold on. Yeah, how'd it go? It sounded like she was calling me from outside. I could hear the sound of the wind. Hey, she did it! Omedetou. Congratulations. I whispered with clenched teeth. The expression "I'm as happy as if it were about myself" seemed to apply, but this was the first time I'd ever felt this way. That just makes me really happy. It's because you worked hard for it, Konomi-chan. That makes me actually really happy. God damn. Yeah. Oh, that is adorable. She done so bloody well though. Hearing her crying was getting me sentimental right alongside her. Yeah, I'll be waiting. When our call ended, I pumped my fist into the air. Alright! She did, everyone. Konomi-chan did. What? Before I knew it. Eh?
さっきのあの嬉しそうな顔、やっぱりまさやくん惹かれているんでしょうね。
I just noticed that my frame rate is going ridiculously high at some points. What the hell?
ですね。ちょっと悔しいけど。
Aw.
ああ、私も部活でもあればよかったの。
Well, we did in your route, I remember.
略奪ということもありえます。
What type of Stockholm syndrome? Come on.
あんたも悔しいんじゃないの？
ええ、
Aw.
そうですね。
あら、珍しく正直。
She's never really honest sometimes, but that's good to hear that she's being honest though. Although in her route she was very
気
honest.
になるのは、
And it was adorable. Hmm? You're interested in
好
something?
みも少し変わったところがあるので、うまくいけばいいなとは思うんだけど。
I hope they would.
そうね。前なんか見つめ合っただけで妊娠だもの。番宣ヌでもちょっと珍しいキャラクターよね。
Well,
それについては、もう誤った知識は治ったのでしょうか。
I hope it has, because that took a long time.
私とまさやくんとで調教してあげたことだし。
Well, yeah, we did.
勉強でしょ。
Yes, we tutored her because one of my most memorable moments of this game was in
ま
that.
あ、また何か妙なことになりそうになったら私たちでフォローしてあげればいいじゃない。
ええ、そうですね。
Yes. And that was the end of the first chapter. We were so close the last episode. God damn it. So you know what that means now, guys. One more route and I am finished with W Happiness.
第2
はイメージの問題。
So yeah, nearly there. So, save this one here, and now back to the menu to do the one, the only Marika-sama's route. Now let's get right into Marika's route.
第1話仮面の下の素顔。
If I remember, she actually wanted to be an actress, which is one thing I remember from somebody, I think. So I'm very keen to see how that'll actually turn out in this route. With the premiere judgment now 3 days away, it left me feeling incredibly uneasy. All of the students on campus had safely acknowledged that I was innocent of the charges levied against me. But whether or not I'll be able to stay at Vincennes was another issue entirely. When I said charges, I mean the feigned assault incident with Marika. Yes. Or the one where he beat the guy who tried to stab someone to a pulp. Man, that really was a surprise. As I took a bite of my food, I idly thought back on that time. Don't recall what happened because it's going to be a long flashback, that one. Marika-san had cried back then, huh? Yes. Even before the Guardian came. Those tears showed how she truly felt. She wasn't just acting out of part. Later, I ultimately learned that she hadn't tried to trap me out of disdain or disgust. No, it's because of her grandmother. Yep, more so that her grandmother had concocted the entire scheme. Yes, it is this instant. Okay. Her grandmother had noticed Marika-san's seemingly strange behaviour over the phone. She immediately headed for Vincennes to see how she was doing. But... oh, this is what she kissed me in front of everyone. I remember this. This was fun. Marika-san had already ceased to be her puppet. She exposed herself for the life-sized marionette she had been, and explained how righteous I was in front of everyone. As such, she completely overcame her grandmother. It was true that Marika-san had caused the entire incident, but she ended up saving me in the end. That really was a surprise. Unnerved by her distrusting classmates and peers, she reached out and kissed me. Yes, she did. That was brilliant, albeit on the cheek, but it was still good. Even so, I imagine that couldn't have been easy for a super high-class girl like Marika-san. Oh no, it wouldn't have been. That takes courage. Does. I touched my cheek, recalling how it had felt back then. Any guy would. I'm sorry. But we would. Nothing wrong with that. It was only for an instant, but the sensation distinctly remained, including the whiff of her lovely scent which had drifted under my nose. Although she only did it as a matter of convenience due to that kiss, I had caught myself following her with my eyes before I knew it. On a personal level, I can remember this sort of thing myself being in a very similar thing, so I can relate to this, although the person that did it I didn't like. So I can't relate entirely, but I can partially on that part. It was the same even now. I did it again! Marika-san would often be seen surrounded by what appeared to be a group of underclassmen ever since then. A small crowd had formed over in the corner, and her face came in and out of view from behind them. Maybe she was always like that? She was La Toute Sûre, everyone's big sister. She was. There was nothing strange about her being the centre of attention, but it was probably revolving around what happened last in the incident with those students. Maybe they needed to be cleared up on it. But she's kind of on my mind. If I looked closely, I could tell she had a troubled look in her face. It may have been my imagination, but she definitely didn't look like she was enjoying the attention. And she looked that way every single time. Since I couldn't hear her voice, I couldn't say for sure. I spotted Itsuko-chan and Konomi-chan seated a short way away and decided to ask them. Good afternoon. Could I have a moment?
Masaya-sama, ごきげんよう。
Hello.
ごきげんよ
I have a quick question for you. I took a seat across from them, tray in hand. Then I gestured towards Marika-san with my eyes. Is it always like that?
何がでしょう。
Marika-san, I lowered my voice a bit. Is she always surrounded by friends and underclassmen like she is right now? Yusuka-chan looked over at Marika-san and tilted her head.
どうだったでしょうか。ただ今のような光景、私もあまり見た覚え
Yeah,
があ
it
りま
probably
せ
is
んが
because of the recent incident then.
好みはどう？
私も同じです。
I see. I mouthed, I knew it to myself. You putty. No matter how popular Marika-san may be, being like that practically every day would be a bit unnatural. Got it. Thanks a bunch.
はい。
Dance. And the next day, so we've got 2 days left and we're not as nervous as before, I hope. The next day was the same as it was the day before, both in terms of her being surrounded by people. Marika-san's troubled expression. I couldn't imagine she was being bullied, even in my dreams. Maybe she's unsure of how to approach Messiah after what happened at the second. However, I couldn't help worrying and ultimately decided to try speaking to her. Okay, when I approached, I could tell my name was coming up in conversation. Oh, okay, they are talking about me. What are they talking about? I listened closely, but one girl noticed me and turned around. Her eyes went wide before she alerted everyone around to my presence, looking awfully flustered. As soon as she did, the mood quickly turned cold. I didn't do anything.
マサヤくん。
Hello? Oh, this is nice music. Hello. Oh, let's have a listen. This music is actually very appropriate for Marika right now. This is very nice music.
ごきげんよう。
PC's a bit out of line. Doubt. It may have been my imagination, but her face looked fairly stiff. Oh, I feel so out of place. With the exception of Marika-san, I can feel everyone's cold eyes on me. Well, she did kiss you in front of the student body, so they're all going to be very jealous of you right now. However, if I were to back down now, she'd never know why I spoke to her. So I made up my mind to press on. Good. Marika-san.
はい。何でしょう。
Is something bothering you? She seemed bewildered by my question and looked to be at a loss for words. Maybe this was a mistake. You probably should have asked her when she was by herself. It probably would have made this a bit easier. As soon as I thought that, everyone around her piped up, supporting that thought. My, what are you saying? That came out of nowhere. That's right. Saying something like that makes it sound like we're harassing One-sama. She's a legit sword. That's impossible. Please don't misconstruct your things in such an odd way. No, that wasn't what I meant. They couldn't seem to accept what I was saying, and kept trying to argue the point. Just then, she spoke up from the back of the crowd with a dignified tone.
みんな、口を閉じなさい。
Whoa. Okay.
こんなに人が集まっているのですから、マサヤくんはそれで気になっただけのことです。そうですよね。
Pretty much. Yeah, it is. I was actually worried about the look at her face more than anything else, but I definitely couldn't say that.
なんでもないのです。マサヤくん、お気遣いありがとう。
Okay. Yeah.
本当に。
Okay. The only way I can respond to that unexpected additional comment was with a tiny bow of my head. Belady. I was a little reluctant to do so, but ended up leaving. I wonder what they were talking about. I was fairly certain my name had come up.
どうかしたの？
No, just wondering what they were talking about. They've got to be talking about the incident. There's nothing else they could have really been talking about, or maybe the relationship with Messiah. Like to see if they're going out? I don't know. Or maybe like saying, you can go with me on this summer, I'll be your little hump pillow for the night. Or something like that, just to try and get Messiah off her mind. I don't know. Hello. Mrs. Sun looked over from the crowd of people.
なんだか妙な感じよね。 ああいう風に人が集まっているところって初めて見るわ。
Oh, you haven't? I figured as much.
それで何の話をしていたの？
I shook my head. I'm not really sure.
そう、私もちょっと気にはなっているんだけど。
Oh, then why don't you try asking them, Lisa-san?
え？
Yeah, why not? Lisa-san looked opposed to the idea for some reason. You can't?
前にも言ったかもしれないけど、
She lowered her voice.
私そんなに仲がいいわけじゃないのよ、マリカ様と。
Why? I need to remember that, good god. Wow, I really need to go back and look at the first game again.
それでなくてもちょっと声をかけにくいものがあるわね。
It'll be Heikky, wasn't that another way of saying weak? If I remember? Why?
だって相手はラトゥトゥスールよ。私は下級生だし、大げさだけど恐れ多いじゃない。
If you put it that way, aren't you the soil decor?
そ
Yeah.
れはそれ。
I don't get it. Let's see. That's how it worked? Yusuke-san mentioned a hierarchy the other day as well, because she's the highest. In addition, based on Vansen's tradition of addressing upperclassmen with the summer honorific, it might have given Lisa-san second thoughts.
ああいう風にみんなで会いに行くなら、それは気楽でしょうけどね。
That could work. That could definitely work. Duds. The crowd still hadn't dispersed. If she'll always treat her like that during her meals, then I'd imagine it would be rather unsettling even for someone to always maintain their gentle smile like Marika-san. That's it, at times like this, it may be quicker to ask Tamiya-san. Oh, Miss Gossip herself, come on, my favourite, yes. Duds. More duds, even more duds. Come on, Tamiya, where are you?
最近のマリカ様について？
And this is her
そ
thing.
りゃあもちろん情報はキャッチしているわよ。
Go on, Tamiya. I figured you would. I commended her, not entirely meaning it as a compliment. Lisa-san turned me down when I asked her about it, and said it would be difficult to bring up, for her to bring it up.
ならマリカ様ではなくて取り囲んでいる方に尋ねればよかったのに。
Yeah, that could have worked. You have a point. The idea probably never came to mind, since they had all treated me quite coldly. Yeah, they were quite dicks.
でもリサさんはなんて言ったの？私はむしろそっちの方が興味があるわ。
What? Oh, let me think. I repeated Lisa-san's words exactly how she said them earlier this afternoon.
なるほどね。
Oh, you mean with the titles? Tamiya-san nodded repeatedly.
一目置かれる存在にはそういう苦労があるのかもしれないわね。
Maybe this is, Actually, this would make sense to something else now to think about it. I never thought of that. Because when I was at Con, I met Lost Paws recently. Again. We was all wondering if, Lost Paws would go meet Gigot. But, that seems a bit difficult in itself. But I guess this sort of makes it through their respected individuals. I guess now it makes sense. I never thought of it that way. I should have thought of it like that. Good God, I've got a lot to learn. What does that mean?
マリカ様とリセさんと言ったらバンセーヌの二大巨頭だわ。
Mm-hmm.
まあリツコもいるけどね。どちらも抜群の美人で頭もいい。一名も最上級のもの。そうなると周りがどうしても引いてしまって結果浮いた存在になる。
Yeah.
そういうのってもしかしてどちらも共通して感じてきたことなのかもしれないわね。
I get it. I was becoming more impressed by the second. She was incredibly insightful, just what I would expect from someone who wrote newspaper articles every day.
そういうのが磁石の同じ曲みたいに作用してリセさんも聞きに行けなかったのかもしれない。
I got it.
あの二人があんまり仲良しではなかったというのは私も知ってるけどね。
So why are those girls hanging around Marika-san?
ふふん。なんだと
Don't leave me hanging.
でもなんでそんなにマリカ様のこと気にしてるの？
I wonder why. Why? I'm not really sure. She took me by complete surprise.
お、
生にチューされたからか。
I can't really deny that, but you know, how can I put this? I mean, she was in a lot of trouble and all. It just happened to work out that way, but I did save her life. Well, yeah, we technically did. The mood seemed to have improved. Oh, damn it. I keep on misclicking. I'm enjoying my Oppai pad. It's very nice. Some degree before she spoke to her grandmother on the phone. I want to have to say, oh yeah, this is in the flashback. Yeah, that was in the flashback to the first game. So, about Marika-san?
じらしたのは何も意味なくやったわけじゃないのよ。君が関わっているから。
Yep, there we go. Me? It makes sense. Oh, Mitsuki's point of view. Uh-oh. Come on, Mitsuki. What do you know?
マリカ様、ごきげんよう。あら、みつき、ごきげんよう。どうしたの？今日は気になることがあって伺ったんですが。
Was she watching the students or was I just walking up?
気になること？
Mitsuki took a seat in the chair. Though she had only been away for a few days, it felt as though it had been ages since she visited the student council room. It was a place she used to visit nearly every day.
このところ下級生がマリカ様にまとわりついているじゃないですか。何事かと思ったんです。
Well,
やっぱり友達はありがたいわね。こうして事情を聞きに来てくれたのはあなたが初めて。
oh, Messiah tried. He tried. Don't lie.
そうなのですか。
Messiah tried. Marika nodded.
でも。
Yeah. Oh, she forgot.
いいえ。
No. Never mind. Ignore that I said that she forgot. Sorry, I meant that she remembered. I'm having a weird day today. Marika blushed for some reason and shook her head. After gently clearing her throat, a lonesome smile crossed her face.
少し寂しく感じていたところだったんです。
Right.
最上級生がそんなことではいけませんね。
She's lonely though? Oh, that harp. That's lovely. I love orchestrated music, alright? Don't judge me so much.
マリカ様はラトゥトスールですから、みんなで会いに行く分には平気ですが、きちんと事情を尋ねるとなると尻込みしてしまうのだと思います。そうなのでしょうね。本当の私はそんな風に思われることもない賠償な存在なのに。ごめんなさい、妙なこと言って。
Okay, don't worry, it's fine. It's fine. So many loud bloody drivers out today, good god. Marika had changed. That is what went through Mitsuki's head. In the past, she surely would have felt lonesome and may have even resented Messiah, whom was the source of this change. However, that was not the case any longer. Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah, sorry.
Try it. Yeah, I was hearing the driver like, what the hell is this person doing? Good god. Marika herself was delighted by this change because she knew. She knows she can be her true self. That's right, don't worry. The light's pretty good, isn't it? During the time when Marika herself hadn't realised it yet, it was as if she were wearing a mask of righteousness. But now that her mask had been removed, she seemed much more attractive than before.
お昼の時などマリカ様が困っているように見えたので、それで私も気になったんです。みんなにも困ってしまうわ。実を言うと、マサヤくんのことを聞かれていたの。
Bang on what we expected.
マサヤさんの？
Yep. Come on, it's painfully obvious. About me?
そうよ。君のこと以外でみんながスクラム組んでぶつかっていく理由がありますか？
But what did I do to Marika-san to warrant that? Oh my god. Sorry, really? Come on!
あなた、何をぬるくてゆるいこと言ってるのよ。
Tamiya-san looked a bit unenthused.
マリカ様が本当に君に惹かれているのかどうかに決まってるでしょう。
Oh, well. I wonder.
で、そこのところどうなのよ。
What good will it do to ask me that?
それもそうでした。ま、冗談よ。私、マリカ様にだって聞いていないし。
I'm sorry, did you tell me so, but you are my favorite. Really?
我がラモード・コティディエンヌは人のプライバシーにズケズケ立ち入るような真似はしないからね。
Wait, what's that? Fashion of the day is... Oh, yeah, it's the freaking newspaper's name. Okay. I get it.
ほら、いくら君を救うためとはいえ、あのグランデフルールが人前でチューをしたわけでしょ。
Well, yes.
直後なんてもう学校中が大騒ぎだったわよ。
Yeah,
経典同地の大山明堂ってやつ。
Had the point to worry about back then. And didn't have time to pay much attention to the internal state of the school. They do?
だって倒れた子もいたのよ。
Yes, I remember. I remember that. That was brilliant. I don't think I heard something like that before.
そんなわけでみんなはもう興味津々というわけ。果たしてあの行為が本当に単なる便宜のためのものに過ぎなかったのか、それとも本物の行為があってのことなのか。ちなみに私の情報網によると、マリカ様は一貫して言葉を濁しているみたいよ。
Oh, I see.
まあそういうことだから、マサヤさんも気になるなら自分で尋ねてみなさいな。
Yeah, I will.
じゃあそんなところかしら、
Pretty
話は。
much. Yeah, Tammy-san, thank you.
どういたしまして。
And we're off. Where is she? We're back at Mitsuki's point of view.
わかりました。先日のボートの時のことですよね。マリカ様はそのベーゼをしましたから、それでみんなも気になっている。
She did indeed think that was a drastic measure. At this point, the fact the kiss was on the cheek was secondary. The Grande Freux and the Tititsure and Marika, who reigned over the academy to a certain extent, had kissed a boy in public. That was undoubtedly surprising and deservedly so.
実を言えば、私少し気になっていたのですが、カリオンの時計台からの帰りです。マリカ様が赤い顔でマサヤさんのこと見つめていました。
I wonder how this is gonna go to her best friend. Come on, Marika.
マリカ様は本当にマサヤさんのことが好きなのでしょうか。勘違いしないでくださいね。
She quickly added,
何もゴシップ的な関心から尋ねるわけじゃないんです。ただ私はやっぱり
Yeah.
マリカ様のことが気になるから。
Kiminaru. That's not worried. But I guess it can be used in that context.
分かっているわ。ありがとう、いつき。そうね。
Oh.
あなた
She
に
go
正
tell
直
her.
に言います。
正直。Ooh.
この気持ちがどういうものなのか、自分でも測りかねているところはありますが。
Marika held her hand to her chest.
私はきっとマサヤ君に惹かれているのだと思う。
Oh.
やっぱりあの夜私は思ったものだわ。私の心を捉えたマサヤ君の言葉、あの時の気持ち、それは生涯忘れるものではないと。
Well, considering you nearly died, you probably wouldn't forget it anytime soon.
あの時のマサヤさん、確かに立派でしたからね。
Get out of fly.
さっき言いかけたことですが、事情を
I had
尋
to get
ね
used
て
to
く
this
れ
bloody
たの
light.
は
God damn.
いつきが
It's
初め
very
てでは
bright.
ないんですよ。お昼、マサヤ君が声をかけてくれたの。
Yep. As Marika happily said this, Mitsuki stared at her with a dazzled look in her eyes.
あのマリカ様にここまで思われるのだから、あの人 人もなかなか大したものだわ。
Hmm.
周りに人もいたのに、そうした恋はきっと勇気がいると思うのだけど。
Well, she did say she was very happy that we did come over.
私はその場を見ていませんが、周りはきっとねえ、その通りです。
I don't mean to keep cutting it off. I'm very click happy, I'm sorry.
マサヤさんもきっとそのことは分かっていたにもかかわらず声をかけた。それは確かに勇気と言って過言ではないと思います。
I thought Yuki was courage.
その時も
Oh.
私嬉しくて周りに人もいるというのに一瞬別世界に連れて行かれたような気が。
Aww. That's quite cute in a way. Mitsuki felt as though this was the first time she'd ever seen Marika blush and giggle.
これこそが本当の変化ね。それで
どうする？
ではこれからどうするのですか？
Yep.
どうするというと？
What are you gonna do about these feelings?
いわゆるアプローチとか告白とか。
告白. Oh. Come on, how are you gonna do it? She had not meant to say something so odd, but Marika seemed surprised.
アプローチ、告白、私が。
Yep.
私、今あなたにそう言われるまでその発想全くなかったわ。
You never even thought of it once. Are you serious, Marika? Oh, by the way, I have found my monocle, ladies and gents. So, whenever I see the quality, the monocle shall now be present. It took me a while to find it. She never thought about finding it, like telling her feelings right now to Messiah. Maybe you've been repressing it.
あったのかもしれない。
Hmm.
自分の出る幕はないとそう思い込んでいて。
Why?
そんなことはありませんよ。
Yeah.
あと私はマサヤ君にひどいことをしてしまった。
Oh. Ah, okay.
そんな私に好きになる資格はない。
That is a guilt trip.
マリカ
Damn.
様。
I can understand why she reached that conclusion though, because she basically endangered his life along with hers, so of course she's going to be smitten to the point where she's thinking, I've just done this to the person I really now cherish. I don't feel like I have a right to even be involved with his life for doing this to him. It's a very harsh cycle.
友人として一つだけアドバイスをさせてください。
Marika had been hanging her head but now raised it.
そんな風に自分を卑下するのはやめましょう。
Thank you.
幸いマサヤさんは気にしてはいないようです。
Hmm.
いえ、逆に言えばそうだとしたらなおさらぶつかっていく必要があります。
Pretty much.
結局ここでこうしていたところで事態は何も進展しないわけですし。そうね。
She sounds really happy all of a sudden.
あなたの
Wow.
言う通りだわ。ありがとう、美月。今のアドバイスのおかげでもうお前の深い暗闇が照らされたようです。いえ、私こそ生意気を言ってしまって。では私、この思いをどうしたらぶつけることができる
I
か
wonder what type of CGs Marika's route will have as well. I'm very curious.
はい。
Dots, more dots, and even more dots, and transition. And that is a memorable scene I will not really forget because that bit caught me off guard when I first saw it. That night, I took a seat and fell deep into thought. Unsurprisingly, I wasn't thinking of math problems or anything of the sort. That's how it is. If you're curious, then you should talk to her about it. I'm going to keep on going for like 5 more minutes on this one, maybe 10, and that'll end off this recording. That's the answer I got, but how should I actually proceed? For starters, maybe I should ask her out on a date? That might be sudden, but it wouldn't be near impossible to have a calm conversation with her on campus. which is probably the best solution to do, really, which meant going out was my only option. If we went out alone together, I was sure it would be a wonderful date. A date, huh? Yeah, it doesn't sound bad at all. Assuming she agreed to go, of course. Well, yeah, that's the important part. I'm trying to remember the last time I went on a date. Good God. I can't even remember. How long ago was that? I don't even know. Ow, my pride. Alright, moving on, we're not here to be depressed, come on! Assuming she agreed to go, of course. Still, there was no telling whether she had agreed or not unless I gave asking her a shot. Right now, I just had to muster the courage. Wait, oh I know! I looked at the calendar at the corner of my desk, then clunked my chair. Premier Judgment was coming out the day after tomorrow. Oh, now I'm nervous all of a sudden. I would probably be okay. But if I am expelled, then asking her on a date was out of the question. I won't be able to see her anymore. Not just Marika-san, but everyone else too. That'd be far too lonely. I'm begging you, seriously. I clasped my hands and prayed once more. Come on! We're gonna be in this, we know. We already know we're safe.
なんか変ね。
どうしたのよリス。
あ？
せっかくプルミエールジャッジメントを通過したというのに、さっきから難しい顔じゃない。
だって変じゃないですか。
That Marika isn't here?
何が？
結果です。もちろん私はマサヤさんが無事通過するものと思っていたわ。
Right. Yes, my stomach had been in knots ever since earlier, but it was decided that I'd be able to stay at Vanson's for the remainder of the school year. I was over the moon, but Yuusha doesn't look down in the dumps since earlier.
でも私は満場一致という風に予想していたの。
Jealous students! We know it!
さっきごく少数とはいえ反対の票があった。なんだか納得がいかないし怖くもあるわ。
でもね
Heikky-san looked to everyone else for approval.
え、いくら番線路が狭いとはいえ400人からの人がいるんだし、その全員が心を一つにするというのはやっぱり難しいんじゃないかしら。
Well, yeah, there's always going to be at least a few percent that are going to be reluctant to anything. Almost anything, anyway. That's just fact.
そうそう。何事も自信過剰なのはリセさんの悪い癖よ。そうかしら。
Yuusha-san still had her head craned to the side.
だってみんなだって確信したでしょ。妙義様が番線路に来た時のことですけれど。
Myogi. Who was Myogi?
無事ボートを通過して、あの時は確かに全校生徒の心が一つになっていたんだわ。なのに
Who was
今回
Myogi?
はそうではない。
Was that the grandmother? I can't remember.
たったの1週間でどうして変化が。
Marika! She suddenly stopped and stared at me.
そうだ、マサヤさん。この前マリカ様に話しかけていたでしょ。
Briefly. Huh? That?
きっとそれだわ。
Huh?
何？どういうこと？あの時周りに下級生が集まっていたのよ。それでその人たち、話しかけたマサヤさんに冷たい目を向けた。
That's a big part of it. That is a big part of it, and also my voice isn't fully back yet, so please bear with me.
反対票が入ったのはきっとそのせいだわね。
Yep. Yuusha-san nodded assuredly to herself. No way. She wasn't talking to her second? Even though I left immediately after?
でも相手はあのマリカ様だもの。なるほど。それはあるかもしれないわね。
There's no way I could eject when they both put it that way. Let's see. That's what's happened. The Grande Freux and the Titisseur. Although I knew the meaning of her title, it would appear I hadn't even begun to imagine its influence and the depth of the students' admiration for her.
なるほどね。話しかけたらうるさがられちゃったわけね。
Yep.
マリカ本人ではなく、
Yep, her
巻
retinue.
の方に。
Yeah, sounds like it.
でも何か用事でもあったの？
How about that? No, not really. I just wondered why everyone was swarming around her.
そうね。お昼の食堂であんな風にしているのは私も初めて見るような気がするけれど。
から嫌なのよね。
Lisa-san looked displeased. Once before she had told me. Being part of someone else's retinue means you become dependent on them for ways of looking and thinking about things. So she probably felt ashamed by how everyone around Marika-san had overreacted. Makes sense.
まあいいじゃない。とにかく勝ったことには違いないのだから。
True.
あら、優しいのね。
まあ学校変革は置いておいて、マサヤさんも1年くらいは我が校に残ってもいい人材に私も思いました。それに、それに
Oh? Just as she was about to continue, Mitsuki-san got an awkward look in her face and fell silent.
いえ、なんでもありません。
She's doing it for Marika. Mm-hmm.
まあいいわ。確かに美月さんの言う通り、勝ちは勝ち。
Lisa-san said, having pulled herself together.
ではマサヤさん、今日からは来年のグランデボートに向けて頑張ってもらうわよ。
Okay. Yeah. Dance.
何？
Yes, I love this theme of Mitsuki's. I just love this little piece of soundtrack, it's brilliant. There's something I wanted to ask you.
聞きたいこと？
I had her come to the Rose Garden since I figured the fewer eyes on us the better. Makes sense. The weather was quite comfortable, but now that school had finished for the day, the Rose Garden was deserted. Actually, it's about Marika-san.
マリカ様の？
Mm-hmm. You're gonna be the gateway, Mitsuki. My sudden remark may have surprised her a bit. This will sound like a strange question.
こんなところに呼び出す時点で想像はつくわ。言ってごらんなさいな。
A surprisingly kind response, although it would be rude to say as much, gave me the push I needed, and I said it in one breath. What are Marika-san's hobbies? Whoa!
ちょっと待って。あなた、どう
Shimmy.
してそんなこと
We're asking what the shimmies are. To be honest, I was thinking of asking Marika-san on a date.
デート？
Yeah, but you're mad, aren't you?
なんで私が怒るのよ。
Your eyes and voice were both scary.
そうじゃなくて、別に怒ったわけじゃなくて、ちょっと驚いたのよ。
That's understandable. Yeah, I'm sure you are.
でも不思議だわ。あなたなんでデートに誘お
I
うと
still
思った
love
の？
this track, yes. Why? Well, because I want to get to know her better. Oh, if you're wondering what's going on, I don't really know how to answer. I just kind of want to do this. I continued talking, but Mitsuki-san didn't look like she was listening.
そう。そっか。
Huh? She was mumbling to herself.
それがマリカ様の言っていたことなんだわ。誰も事情を尋ねようとしない。失礼。こちらの話。
Oh. Okay.
なるほど。デートね。
That looks like a
ちょっ
smug.
と驚いたけど。
I'm sure.
でもやっぱりあなたものんきなところがあるわね。
Huh? What do you mean?
昼間リセさんと私が言っていたこと、もう忘れたのかしら。あなたがマリカ様に話しかけただけでもう得票にまで影響が出たのよ。
That's why I thought of asking
で
you.
あればデートのことが私の口から漏れたら来年のグランデボートは一体どうなることか。
It's worth the risk, isn't it?
なんてね、冗談よ。公害なんて私は決して
Yeah,
し
she
ないわ。
wouldn't do that. She's not that much of a bitch. What the heck? You're going to give me a heart attack.
それでマリカ様の趣味ね。趣味。
Yep, shimmy.
趣味。やだ。そんな。
What's the matter? She doesn't even know? I just realized she doesn't even know. I timidly asked, her expression having quickly turned scary.
考えてみれば私知らないな。
Wow. I know she likes drama though. She likes acting. Sorry. That is just bad. Let's see.
気軽に返事をするわね。
What more can I say? Huh?
私は前期からの入学だわ。ということは、もう10年くらいもマリカ様と接して
And
き
you
たこと
don't
になる。
know one.
な
Wow.
のに、趣味の一つも知らなかっただなんて。
Ouch. I didn't know how I should respond. It was true that considering how many years they had known one another, it seemed a little strange. Still, I wondered if it was worth being so shocked over it.
結局、私も同じだったのかな。他の人と、周りと。
Oh no, she's doubting herself a bit. Like she knows people.
でも、あなたは違う。
Hmm? Mitsuki-san stared at me. Then her expression suddenly relaxed.
ごめんなさいね。マリカ様の趣味、私もよく知らないの。
Oh. I see. I'll ask her myself then.
ええ、そうしてくれるかしら。
Okay. That was all. Sorry for all the trouble. She shook her head. Where is Tamie? Come on, she's got to be here somewhere. I took a couple of steps and turned around. You're not going back?
ちょっと、花を見てる。
Hmm? See you later.
ごきげんよう。
Dots. Now, Tamie? No, no Mitsuki. Come on.
以前の私ならきっと、顔を真っ赤にして怒るか。あるいは鼻で笑って
We
は
know
ずだわ。
we know that Mitsuki's that much of a bitch. Especially if Marika has the same interest.
マリカ様が男子と、マサヤさんとだなんて。でも今は、怒ったり笑ったりするどころではないわね。確かに、ぴったりの相手なのかもしれない。マリカ様の相手に、マサヤさんは。
Jesus. I'm actually going to end this part here. This seems like a nice bit to end it off at. So we are nearly done now, guys. Oh, wow. Oh, so we finished. We just finished now. Konomi's route. And now I'd imagine we're about a third of the way through Marika's route. Sorry, I'm a bit slow. The light I'm going to really have to get used to because every time I blink I can see like a circle in my eye. Because it is like a circle and it is very, very bright and I have no way of controlling it. So, it's just really bright. Unless I can do something to change that, which I doubt I can. But that does actually end off this episode pretty nicely. Just going through that bit. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you want any more from me. And I shall see you in the next video. Solid guys. I will indeed see you next time. Something good gonna happen soon.